Hey, everybody.
How we doing? It's been a long time since a pastor's chat, but this is a great week for it. How come?
Yes, Holy Week,
That's right.
Easter Sunday, this coming Sunday. So,
Easter Sunday, Easter weekend. We're very excited and we wanted to give you all the
oh,
details.
absolutely. And these details are out and about in all sorts of formats. We've
Yes,
been
they are.
announcing it for a while, but some of the things that I'm excited about are that on Good Friday,
Yes.
we are going to be celebrating. It'll be available online, but also in the room here,
Yes.
and that Pastor Carl Castle is going to be doing our devotional, and he'll be talking about communion,
7
and
p.m.
and I get to lead us through communion after that. So definitely looking forward to that time of remembering the death of Christ on our behalf, and so encourage you to take part with us. Yes, 7 p.m. Friday night.
Yep. Additionally, Sunday morning, we got
Woo! We start early.
a wonderful week Sunday morning for Easter Sunday, for Resurrection morning.
Resurrection morning, and Jesus rose early,
Yeah,
and we're going to get out there at 6:30 in the
that's
morning.
right.
Outside, Pastor Dick Regal is going to be doing our devotional. We'll be singing some songs, and we'll be outside for part of it and inside for part of it, just like we typically do around here.
Yeah, and just to let you know, if you want to come and bring your own chair, you are more than welcome to bring a chair for that. That's our
Absolutely.
sunrise service, our
Yes,
SON
SON.
sunrise service, 6:30 a.m. It's starting right outside in the parking lot. So on your
Yep.
way in, be careful you don't run anyone over.
Absolutely. It's still a little dark at that
That's
time.
right.
Yep.
And then we move into our 3 Easter services that
Yes.
morning.
Yes, 3 Easter worship services that morning. The first one is at 7:30, so if you
Yeah.
want to come to the sunrise service and then hang out for just a little while, talk with some friends, and then join us for a worship service before heading home, that would be great. Or if you want to come out at either of our regular times, 9 o'clock or 10:45.
Yes.
And so I get the privilege of talking about the resurrection of Christ out of Romans chapter 4, which might be an
All right.
odd place to go, which Romans 4 is about Abraham,
Mhm.
but it gets to Jesus and his resurrection. So be thinking about that in a little bit, and we'll explain it more on Easter Sunday morning.
So walking through those again, we have sunrise 6:30. Then our first service is 7:30. Then we have our regular service times of a 9 a.m. and a 10:45. And here's the announcement just to remember about the 10:45. That is the mask optional service, and that also has our Calvary Kids as
Mm-hmm.
well. So make sure you know all those options, and we can't wait to see you for Easter weekend. Come excited to worship our resurrected
Mm-hmm.
Savior Jesus Christ.
Invite your friends, both
Yes.
online and in person. This
Uh-huh.
is the time of year when people are looking for a church to go to. You can promise them that I will aim to speak for less than 30 minutes.
You said it on the pastor's chat.
I've said it on the
You
pastor's
heard it.
chat. I said I'd aim for
Oh,
it.
okay, all
And,
right,
and I've
good.
tried, I've practiced it. It's down to about that.
So we'll be gracious.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Yep.
All right, well, that's so join us this weekend, but we want to share a couple things with you as well for
Mm-hmm.
our regular attenders here at Calvary. There's
Yes.
2 things we wanted to go over, and the first one that's important is our congregational meeting. We have a special congregational meeting
Mm-hmm.
coming up on April 18th. Now, just to make this clear, that is for if you're a regular attender, you want to be there, great. But if you're a member, that's who this is really going out to. Our members, this is something that you are to be at as we are going to be going over updates on the building project.
Mm-hmm.
And in particular, that day, we're going to be dealing with a resolution that has to do with the Calvary Kids Room 6, which is a big new room going on in the building.
Right. And so this is a very exciting thing for
Yes,
us,
it is.
that while we were trying to figure out how much of a building we could afford early on in the project, we had to figure out how to best use the dollars that were available. And somehow, as a result, I think in part that we haven't had as many problems creep in, and costs have been reasonable and giving. You all have been tremendously generous and gracious. Our finance team thinks that we can swing more than we had before, and so we're putting something back into the project, finishing off the big downstairs classroom.
So that day, we're going to have some wonderful updates about the building where it is. Also, what I'm hearing is in the works is possible, I want to say possible tours of the
Yes.
where we're at currently in the building. And I want to share with you that I was able to walk in the space,
Mhm.
and it's overwhelming
It
in a
is.
wonderful way.
Yes, yes.
So,
I did the same thing. I snuck in there.
yeah. Did you put your hat on? You did. Yes, he did. So
I already have a
um,
built-in helmet there.
that congregational meeting is on the 18th. All the
Yes.
information, the details will get out
Right.
to you.
2 p.m.
Yes.
So, after lunch, just like we did our regular congregational meeting,
Mhm.
in that you will be able to participate either online or in person,
Yes.
and voting again will take place the same way. So you'll have until the next day
Yes.
if you're not in person to get your vote in. So we want all of the members of the church to be able to have that opportunity to speak into this and to
Yes.
get the updates that come from that. We think that's going to be very encouraging.
Yeah, so we really want to encourage everyone, come in person if you can, or like I said as well, if you can't make it in person, please join us online. And that information, the Zoom link, I think is already out to you, and we'll try to get all the content as
Okay.
well to you as soon as we can.
I haven't seen it yet, but
Yeah, so maybe it's coming.
it's coming.
Yes. And we have one more thing that we want to
Yeah.
just keep you updated that we're also excited about.
Yes, we are. I mean, it's a little bit bittersweet.
Bittersweet. That's the
funny that
yeah, there we go.
we both came up with the same word there.
Yeah.
So as we've known for a year or two, Randy is going to be retiring.
Mhm.
He's handled our maintenance and facilities for many, many years. He's going to be retiring at the end of May, and so we've been looking at how to best fill that position
Yes.
and handle all of the work
shoes
associated
to
with
fill.
that. Absolutely. And at the same time, Jen Yanka, who has been leading our Calvary Kids ever since it started
Yes.
a little under 2 years ago, really feels that God is calling her away from
Yes.
that ministry, from leading that ministry, I should say. And so we are looking to fill both of those positions with one person. It would be a full-time position, and so we are in process. We've posted the position. We've received a number of applicants. We've narrowed it down. We've begun our interviewing
Yes.
process, and so hopefully we'll have something good to announce in the
Yes.
very near future. But in the meantime, just making you aware that these changes are coming. It doesn't impact the budget, actually.
Right. I was going to
because-
ask
Yeah.
how
So
explain it to us
basically,
financially.
Yeah, financially, we took the money that was allotted toward the maintenance side and the money that was allotted toward the children's side. We combined it as one position and made it able to hire somebody.
Yeah, and an individual on our finance team actually told me that in the end, it actually saved us a little bit of money.
Okay.
So when you
Little bit.
combine them, yes,
Yeah.
it wasn't much, but it was
No.
a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Great.
be looking out. We're really excited about how God is working. Also,
Mhm.
make sure this is really important. Make sure that you thank Randy and
Yeah.
also thank Jen.
Mhm.
They have been amazing and wonderful blessing around here. They are going to be very much missed. And that's
Mhm.
why we said it's bittersweet. It's
Yes.
exciting to know that God is leading us forward, but it's also hard when you're saying goodbye to people that you love so much.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mhm.
well, that was all we had. We wanted to hop on and get you guys excited about Easter weekend, give you a few updates. So we can't wait to see you this weekend.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
See ya.
See ya.